Nantes, je suis Morgan. Welcome back to GoGo Chateau. Oh God, I hate doing these. In today's episode, I finally get to view a chateau that, let's face it, can't afford, but I am going to view a chateau. I get lost, of course, panic a little bit, of course. My car breaks down and I have to take a taxi back to Nantes to get a replacement car. So stick around. Let's go, 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 go. While I was in Nantes, I got an email from an agent I'd been in touch with about a property that had had my eye on it. I'd been stalking for about a year. It was out of my price range, but I wanted to see it if I could see it. Right before I arrived, it went under contract, but I get an email from her saying that it had fallen out of escrow and was I still interested, which I was. I wanted to get in and finally see one. You know, with each property that you were able to view, you learn a little bit more, and I hadn't seen any at this point. So I turned back around and headed back to Angers. I had already narrowed down, I liked this region of the Loire within sort of 100 kilometers of Angers, and it was north of Angers in a village called Tiers. By the way, it's standard practice. A property will have more than one listing agent. There is rarely exclusivity when it comes to that. They call them a vendor instead of a seller, but they're kind of king here. So this property was no exception. It was listed with multiple agents. Elizabeth might have been the only one that responded back to me. So I turned right back around and headed back to Angers. And the cool thing was that I did love Chateau de Fort, so I was able to get a room there. I think they do an amazing job. The very small staff really is super helpful, and they do a really good job at bridging the historic with the modern, which I hope to do in my future chateau. All right, so I'm headed to my first actual chateau visit. This one is like 16 miles north of Angers. I think it's too big. It has some outbuildings, but they were built in the 50s, and it has been pretty restored, so there's that. So I'm going to walk it anyway, just so that I understand some things better. But of course, as in Morgan fashion, on the day of the viewing, I give myself ample time to get there. Oh dear, that was scary. I get lost a bunch of times. Okay, so the first road that I was on to the Chateau de Bernier was closed with construction. So
turn left.
GPS kept wanting to take me back there. So I'm like 10 minutes late, of course, and now I've got an alternate route trying to get to meet the estate agent.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
Turn left, oh my God. And of course now I'm stuck behind a bunch of equipment, more road closures. Wow. Not sure if this is the right way. Sorry, gotta go that way. Whoops. Oh dear. In addition, when I rented my car in tour, I went through everything with the attendant because I wanted to make sure I had everything done right. When I opened the gas tank, whatever that door is, there was like a blue thing and it said add blue. And I was like, what's that? And he goes, oh, don't worry about it. Well, I kept getting these blinking lights on the dashboard for weeks, you know, saying something about add blue. And I was like, well, he said not to worry about it, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Turn left.
Very rustic. Tears. Oh, Lord. So I was texting frantically with the agent. They don't ever give you an address or a name of a chateau. They give you coordinates and a place to meet them, and then they drive you in. All right, I'm following the agent into the property. Here we go. So by the time I meet the agent, that light was flashing like crazy. Get me there. There she is. Oh man. Okay, interesting. course, the property's lovely. It's got symmetry and high ceilings, grand staircase. Yeah, I love this staircase.
Surveyor, and he said it's all in very good condition.
Okay.
Now you can see some areas of the render that need to be redone.
Repointed or... Which direction would you like to go?
Up to you.
Okay. Yeah, did the
Start
ground
with the-
floor. Let's start with the
yeah.
Grand Salon.
Yep.
So are these original floors of
That's
stone?
yes.
Okay.
Yep, it is.
And the parquet also.
And the parquet.
Also, yes, beautiful. So this is the salle à manger.
One of them, yes, it's not the main one. It's
Really?
the secondary
Okay.
one.
Oh, I love an internal shutter. Oh, it's so
It
pretty.
makes it nice and cozy. And
Yes. And all the hardware. This stuff.
these are obviously the original windows. They've got the sort of the secondary double glazing, but they're not.
Right. Yeah, it's just
It's
that.
not double glazed.
That's such an expensive endeavor to replace all the windows, right?
It is. Yeah.
Beautiful black marble. And I'm gonna assume this does not work.
The one in the lounge, in the main salon. They do.
Okay, so some are working, some are not. Okay.
So this would have been the original chapel. And it's been converted to the kitchen. So you'll see when we go up, the sort of, it goes all the way. all
I
the
do
way up.
want a chapel. A chapel would be nice. Especially if you want to do events, you know.
Yes.
The chapel had been converted into a kitchen, which I wouldn't have done. It's so amazing how you just think you can have a picture of
Yes.
something,
Yeah.
and it's not at all
No.
what you thought.
This is the breakfast room.
Oh my gosh. This is the exact height of ceiling I'm hoping for. Yeah, the big downside is that, yeah, for sure. But past it is like
It's lovely. That's right.
amazing.
That's right.
The property right in front of it had been sold off, and it was a dairy farm. And it has 68 hectares, right? And so that's going that direction? Oh, I see. So these parcels
That's
are
where
kind
we-
of like
We
sandwiched
sort of
us
standing
in.
in front, looking down.
And it would be one thing that if it was off to one side, but it was the view from the terrace, and that's where you would have events and stuff. So there was conversation about, oh, you just plant a row of fast-growing trees. And I was thinking, well, if they haven't done that by now, how long would that take?
The whole dining room.
Okay, so here's the
Goes
formal.
into the grand salon, which is where we started.
I mean, it's great. It hasn't been chopped up,
No.
which is rare, right?
I laugh actually because people are using phones these days. We have the trees out the back there, which you'll see later
Yes.
on. Is a very special tree and it's actually featured in a book.
Oh.
Which we did about 2 or 3 months ago, or 2 months ago. And I expect, the woman said, can I come and take some more photographs? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Expecting cameras and like.
Right. She came with her phone.
Yeah, she just came that walked up with her phone.
I know.
Okay, oh, that's not, you know.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I didn't mean
it's
to-
nice to meet you guys. Interesting. Yeah, I would want to take those drapes all the way to the top. And
Yes, you're right.
it really needs something
Grander,
grand there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all about
Yeah, and I see what
staircase.
you mean, yeah, with the drapes.
Oh, it would
all
be
the way
exquisite
down.
right there.
This floor was redone, and so they sectioned it off and put bathrooms in every single bedroom, basically.
This would be a good application for wallpapers up here
Yes,
for
I think
sure.
you're right,
To make it,
exactly. Yeah,
give it
to
some
give it a bit more
major
life
drama
and-
and some
yeah.
texture.
So you've got the 2 bedrooms
Okay.
at the end here.
So kitchen's on this
2
side,
bedrooms there.
correct?
2 bedrooms there.
Under
yes,
here?
which is
Kitchen's
there,
under
so
here.
You're above, those are the chapel
Chapel
windows.
room,
Yeah.
of course. Okay, so this is the chapel. Interesting layout. Interesting choices.
This is the tree that she was talking about that's been photographed and was in magazines.
Magical. Oh, so this is a separate room. Okay. I love a bathtub in the middle of the room. I think it's sexy. It depends on how you're marketing
Yes.
it, right?
So this is the master, we'll normally go to the master bedroom, but we'll start with the
Oh, so that's not the master.
bathroom. No. The master's
Oh,
here.
this is a suite. Copy. I was like, whoa, weird. Right.
Dressing room. Nice again, dual aspect. All the bedrooms. and-
Yeah, very sweet. Yeah, odd situation there. Yep. Find that pretty much everywhere. It's like, how do you get in? Yep, just slide yourself in there.
Hello, Myra.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Lovely day with you.
She did.
I'm from California originally, so I bring the sun wherever I go.
You're very fortunate. You must stay often.
It's a beautiful view out this side, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, nice. Oh my, it's huge.
It is. It's massive.
Yeah, it was an entirely different room. France is so pretty. Bye, thank you.
So there's a downstairs cloakroom.
Okay, that's convenient.
Yeah, basically it was used as a holiday home for children back in the, I think it was about 1950s, 60s.
Right.
So they call it the attic problem. You've still got the massive ceiling.
Wow, right. So it has a wood under.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's wood underneath all this. So we're still above the top of the chapel, basically.
Oh, God, that chapel. Great. So it has, I thought, 12 bedrooms or 10?
I think it's 10, but then it's difficult to count them because some of them are ones that actually you have to go through. So, this can count as a bedroom, but...
It's massive.
But then, I mean, there is access to the roof space, so you can actually see what's up there before. Yeah, and then you got.
So this is from the boarding school
Yes.
times,
Correct.
right? It's like, classrooms or whatever.
Bathroom.
Okay.
Little kiddies here, all of them are brushing their teeth.
Oh my goodness. Can you just see these kids like brushing their teeth? Yeah, just the loud screaming. And that would have definitely not been there. A little bit creepy, funny and creepy.
Yep.
At least it wasn't in an insane asylum or something.
Yes, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No, not really, no. I wouldn't want Crazy Town.
This would be another
Goodness
dormitory
gracious.
with the supervisor sleeping in here.
Yes, right.
I did use this as one of her workrooms at one stage.
Right.
She was not so stuck.
Wow.
All there in the place.
Yeah, it would be great if this was open.
It could be beautiful.
Here you can tell okay, this is what it needs to
Yeah,
become.
that's right, exactly. When you see this and you suddenly think, oh, God, if it's all like that.
And then it's that, and suddenly it's a whole other situation.
Initially, it was just a sort of a big rectangular building.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes on, so...
Yeah, well, it would.
So it would just be these right here. You'd open up and leave that.
Yeah.
So it had, it's another 10 feet. All right, that looks in good shape.
It is.
Okay, that's exciting.
Maintained regularly, so you don't have to worry about
Right. So it's all
oil.
oil. Okay. So the only wood store, that's just for the fireplaces
Yes.
then?
Yeah.
Okay. It had outbuildings, 6 outbuildings or something?
There are four outbuildings.
So this would have been an original line render, but now they've done a...
Correct, that's right.
Son of a gun.
So, you could get it back to much more what it was.
Right.
originally.
So one outbuilding was like this big, giant 50s kind of industrial thing, and I just didn't know what I would do with that. Yeah, it's the atomic roofline thing. It's like, I got a great idea. Let's make it look like a 50s garage. It's a price point where you would really need to be having big events where you would need accommodation like that. Okay, this is cuter. This looks like it had maybe barn.
Yes, this would have been one of the older, original part of the buildings.
Aha. Oh, interesting. Yes. And I just couldn't quite figure out what to do with it. You really kind of want to tear it down. This is Shutterville. Look at, the hinges. Those are pretty. So I can see how that would be beautiful up, yeah. These outbuildings would require an enormous amount. The amount of work it would take, it was kind of bonkers. Everyone's asking me, why do you want to do this exactly? I'm like, I don't know. It's been such a burning desire of mine. Burning. So I was there for hours. The sun was setting, and it was time to wrap it up. So we say goodbye. Thank you so much. Anyway, it's nice to meet you guys. I'm exhausted by this point. So I get to my car, and dead as a doornail, won't start. Of course not. So this is happening. My car won't start. I'm outside the chateau, which is not a bad place to be. These awesome people cooking dinner tonight. Of course I was mortified. Oh man, this is so stressful. So anyway, the taxi gets me back to De Forge. They call me the next morning to say they can't find a automatic vehicle nearby. The closest one is where? In Nantes. So back to Nantes I go. But what I did was I took it as a sign that maybe I was supposed to see Dandy again. I mean, our first date had gone really well, and if I was gonna be staying there in that area, I probably would have seen him again. But since I was going back, I was like, guess what? I'm coming back. He gave me a private tour of Nantes. And then turned me on to this beautiful hotel, Chateau de Maubriel, which was exactly the kind of thing that I'm looking to buy and maybe run one day. So he was listening to what I was interested in. He had really good taste, escorted me to this awesome place. And he wined and dined me, took me to just a lunch with a private table, like a glass room. There was champagne flowing the whole time.
I want to tell to the video that this woman is so unbelievable. She's cute, she's smart, I don't want, she's sexy.
It was awesome. We had a great time. We had so much fun. And when you start to hang out with somebody, you get little inside jokes, and I'm super clumsy. And I kept tripping.
Watch your step.
Thank you. Tripping. And he'd say, watch your step, watch your step, watch your step. And I would just keep tripping over the same thing.
That's gonna be, we should have t-shirts made. Watch your step.
That became a little running joke. I'm a hopeless romantic. I've got like a J-Lo thing going on. I don't marry them, but I still have hope. I still think there's going to be, romance in my life. Anyway.